They was talking that Muslim God stuff in communities throughout America. Trying to say that, you know, because of the 5%, said otherwise known as Muslim and Muslim sons. I need to do more study, more historical research to fully understand, but I'm going to say quickly, to my understanding. One, February 20th, 1934, he was talking about other people that had knowledge of the black man being God, as the 16th degree talking about, all right? As we move forward, when I say he, meaning Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who answered those questions in this month, was that 84 years ago or something, whatever. I don't usually come up here and talk on that Muslim stuff because we the gods, 5%, nation of God's earth, whatever y'all want to call it. Yet it's also historical reference. So right now, I'm making a historical reference, okay? Because I don't talk about other people's stuff. What they, I'm not talking about what they do, but I'm not here to highlight their thing. I'm here to highlight our thing, all right? Because I don't get some historical stuff, and now I don't just begin to talk about the man stuff and where we at. And so now, because I'm talking about the Muslim, I'm giving some history. Because people been running around talking that Muslim God stuff, and some of us didn't even know what the heck that is. All right? I never had that in the vocabulary of the alphabet. A lot of it came out of the jail. A lot of it came out of the internet. And a bunch of people been in jail, and a bunch of people is on the internet. So that means we have to clean that up and clear it up. So we made an effort in Massachusetts to do so. Now another thing, nation business, that went along with this. How did this take place? Because we had a regional parliament in Massachusetts. Massachusetts is part of Region 2. That's New England. Some of y'all may or may not know there's 9 regions. Brothers, sisters got together and did a lot of work to bring forth regions. What is that? That is because the nation is all over the place and all over the world. Well, how are we going to communicate with one another? How are we going to be able to identify with one another? So brothers and sisters did hard work to make that happen. Mecca is Region 1. All right? Now, what's in Region 2 is Massachusetts, all the New England states. So that's Mass, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Maine, New Hampshire, and also Albany, and the New York communities right around there, and Canada. That's Region 2. Someone in Region 2 of all the New England states is in communication with anyone that has knowledge in those states. Not saying everyone, but someone is. So we are in tune with Canada. We are in tune with, Allah, you happiness. We are in tune with Tamari in Springfield. We are in tune with Jolly in Boston. We are in tune with Sincere in Connecticut. And so forth and so on, all right? Nation business. Communication is what I'm talking about here, all right? Now, so as that stuff raised its head in our area, we said, wait a minute. It went even further because they began, this is coming out of house number, what do they call it, 11. Okay, this is in Roxbury, all right? Now, they began to support what a group called the A-Team. That's Wakil. A lot of y'all have his book in the libraries. All right? He did a couple of books. Now, I guess he came kind of like, you know how that whole, what was that, Little Red Riding Hood story or whatever? You know what I mean? Where somebody came dressed up a certain way and you thought they had good intentions, okay? But really they didn't. And why I say that is because the man's agenda, he referred to the Father as Clarence 13X. If anyone says that to you about the Father of our nation, they have a Muslim agenda. You understand? They have a Muslim agenda. Meaning that their best interest is not of the continued growth and development of this nation. Their best interest is in the growth and development of whatever they are about. All right? Now, because some people didn't never see their name in print or thought that it was a good thing to, add on, because at that time we wasn't developing our own book or whatever. We was just dealing with the griot style, you know, word of mouth and whatever, right? So they went for it. And dude got a whole lot of information. Enough information to put in 2 books. All right? Now, okay, you know, all right, the information is out there. So, he's with this group that's on the internet called the A-Team, or they call themselves the Allah Team. All right? You got the blog, radio stuff, very expensive. And some smart brothers, you know, some of them used to be God, you know, amongst us and all of that kind of stuff. So they know the lessons and all these other types of things. All right? And people that are unsure about the root of this have been influenced. So in Boston, they had a couple of conferences. And they put our flag with their flag. So, when we got word of this, we said, okay, well, we need to fix this. So basically what happened is, calls were made to the minister of that mosque, Minister Randy, and Mr. Randy Muhammad. And he had a relationship with God through prison and so forth also. And another incident also took place where a brother had a physical altercation. Okay? And I'm going to just deal with some FOI members. All right? So, we had a parliament in November. Nation business, historical. Let it be known so everybody's up to speed. So they know what's up. All right? Now, in the Knowledge God here, we had a first regional parliament. And that parliament was to show forth and prove our power about the fact of how the knowledge was being held outside of New York since 1969. It wasn't about the Muslim God. It wasn't about the fact that the brother had the altercation. It was about our love. It was about our unity. Did we have to address those issues? Yes, we did have to address those issues. However, the parliament on a regional level was about us. Gods came from Medina, gods came from Philadelphia, all New England, and all of that was present. All right? That was the first one. So then we decided that, listen, we still have to deal with this issue at hand, or those 2 other things that I just mentioned. All right? So, what happened? Got in touch with Minister Randy, and we said we need to have a sit-down about this. Because y'all can't put no hand on no brother. All right? And we want to address this, y'all thinking that you could put our flag next to y'all flag or any other religious organizations. Now, we are not opposed to brothers or sisters having walks of relationships in all walks of life. We're not saying that. We are saying that we are not religious. So therefore, we don't align ourselves with no religious organization. All right? So we called for the sit down. What took place in December was this. They sent the regional representative of the Nation of Islam, who probably talked to Minister Farrakhan every day and whatever. Actually, they sent a ringer. That's a language that y'all know in New York. That means somebody that have a little bit more experience or ability than just the regulars. They sent him because his name used to be Kevin Muhammad, and before that, his name was Lord Tariq. So he used to be around us. The brother sharp. Alright? He's sharp. Yet he didn't know who he was really coming to see. We sharp in New England too. Alright? So, to make a long story short, okay? The first incident about the situation, the brother didn't want to show up. They agreed, they apologized about the facts that hands had been put on. Though we both agreed, both sides, that yes, it can be a situation where someone says something out their mouth and they could get punched in the mouth. They could get knocked out. That could happen. We agreed to that. However, the brother didn't get knocked out. Yeah, he got a little tapped up. And probably one-on-one, none of them couldn't beat him. 3 of them jumped on him, okay? They probably was even there, but they wasn't revealed. And we, in that sit-down, we were somewhat at a disadvantage about that particular one because our brother wasn't there. And so as we drilled down, now, like I said earlier, no big I, little U, no little U, big I, none of that. Though I was the primary spokesperson, all right? So as I went in on the minister who made the call, which was Minister Rodney, he said to the regional representative, his name is Dr. Minister Abdul Hafiz. Respect, that's why I'm saying all of that. And you know, I'm sure. So he asked, because the final call wasn't there, even though a member of, not member, but a staff person, Black Messiah, up in Mass, from the 5% or the power paper, was there. They asked that no pictures be taken or anything of that nature. Though when the brother said, well, brother minister, may I explain what happened? He said, no. And if I was in that same position, I would have played that card too. Why? Because the brother wasn't there. And they know that if he would have began to talk about the situation, then I would have really drilled in and more stuff would have came out. Because the other part of it is the God, son-in-law, who had the issue with them, he had a relationship with the people. So my whole thing was, listen, well, if he had a relationship with y'all, why wasn't that same level of patience taken in terms of finding one of us and say, listen, you got a brother here that's a little out of character, whatever, y'all. So basically what happened is they supreme trainer, as it's called, I'm not caught up on, but that's the title, okay? So he jumped up and said, look, here's what we'll do. If he ain't satisfied with that, 30 days, headgear, gloves. They could get it on. We said, bet. All right? So that's where that was left at. Yet the brother has not, and that was cool. They apologized, and they said if apology not enough, then we could throw hands. So that's where that one was at. Now, the Wakil issue, okay, and the Muslim God thing, and them putting the flag up with ours. The ministers in Boston who supported that more than the regional, of course Farrakhan ain't going for that, because if you go with that, you need to register and march the march that he wanted. So he ain't about no little offshoots and none of that. All right? Yet still, it was a matter of importance in recognizing us because he sent the regional minister to represent them. So this was a very serious conversation that we was having. And at some points, it got a little heated. And the brother mentioned, he said, because we chose upstairs. Upstairs was a little tighter. And he said, yes, well, I'm glad that we took the downstairs because we did get a little heated. And we would have been a lot more heated if we was up in a smaller place. Because if it stood up, then I'm like this. You know what I mean? So that might have brought about something else. So it was better we had a little more room, a little more formal table, so forth and so on. So basically what happened next is they tried to dodge the fact that Wakil is a registered Muslim in Atlanta. All right? Again, the security, they said, well, where is he registered? And then the ministers, as they was dodging the whole conversation, right? Not the regional minister, because he really didn't know. And he, as they boss, or spiritual advisor, whatever, okay? He ain't down with that. He ain't know this. Okay? So, it came out. They said, no, he's registered in Atlanta. The supreme trainer, he says, they are right, pointing to us. He said, yes, he's registered, and if he registered, we will deal with him. So, all that internet stuff that's out there, all right, then those of you that follow that, or if it pops up like that, they know. So if you somebody that follow, the course and the path of that information and so forth, let it be known that the gods and the earth, Allah's 5% in New England, met with the regional representative of the Nation of Islam. They came from Harlem, they came from Jersey, and they came from Massachusetts. And they said that they will handle that business. They do not place their flag with our flag, and Wakil will be dealt with. Nation business. All right? All right? Now.
If Mecca did this.